Green. Now, we couldn't have asked for a better Saturday afternoon. And thank you for joining Emery and I here from West Long Branch. Returnable, and it will be. Bryant looking for its first CAA win in its first year in the league, but they've been competitive early on as Robertson is going to go up top into the end zone. Physical contact. Gavin Nelson was brought down, and the flag on the play.
Not a bad play right
himself now to the left of Robertson. Takes the snap. Ento driving towards the end zone and in. The 14th rushing touchdown of the season for Sone Ento.
Just because he's 5'11", the line was able to lean on these guys up front. So you're right, checked all the boxes for offensive success on it open.
I want it to sound like a broadcaster cliche, but we could be in for a shootout.
Easily.
Here's Guest. First pass on the mark. Bryant will rotate a ton of tight ends, and that's the senior Mark Taglieri.
When you're seeing a team that rotates a lot of tight ends, that tells you they
this afternoon are. So Bryant turns it over on their first series after some good movement. And Monmouth on the first play will go to the reverse. And here is the big play. Man, TJ Spate hitting another gear. Another big touchdown run for Spate. An unbelievable.
Because again, when you have no one out there on defense, combined with Makai Green's speed and explosiveness, good things tend to happen. Or Spate, I'm sorry. Makai Green's fast too, but it was Spate that was on the touchdown.
Well, I appreciate my broadcast partner, the consummate teammate, letting me get in their helmet.
The jersey.
Yeah. I'm all for throwback, but there's a line. As Robertson airs it out again into the end zone and has his top receiver, Josh Derry, down at the 1. He'll motion out here, leaving Ento to take the direct snap. And he scored Monmouth's first touchdown, and he scores its latest touchdown. The second on the ground here in the first quarter for Sone Ento. But that strength just kind of twists his way in.
You don't really understand how strong he is until you're actually out there on the field trying to tackle him. You know, everyone has a plan until they get hit in the mouth. Like Mike Tyson says, that's exactly offense on both sides of the ball. And that's why Monmouth is such a dangerous opponent.
Longtime head coach at powerhouse Christopher Columbus High School down in Miami. You know, it's funny, he was there for 18 years. He probably coached as many Division I football players as anybody in the country.
Scurry back around and get the tight end on the ground.
Motion, Green out, quick pass into the left flat. And Green on the run, another good gain. Monmouth is 8, 9, 10 yards every. Great season for Bryant, had what amounted to the game-winning defensive play, strip sack in their win over Brown a couple of weeks ago. And that's the first miss of the season for Calton. So Bryant Emery even. He'll stay in on first down. Play action to him. And Guest is brought down. Oh, he had Ruggieri and wanted him, and the pocket collapses from Miles Mitchell.
Miles Mitchell has been coming on strong a lot as of late. Just a good job showing his length and athleticism.
No t-shirt. Robertson looking that way, has his completion, and there's Neal, and he'll have another first down.
Again, Neal is such a really good receiver. I'm excited to see how he continues to progress as he continues his career.
First quarter. Good balance on this series. Robertson to the play action. Has Neal in the end zone, right down the field.
That's what he would have done on the previous play. That's the same route. And the ball kind of slipped out his hands. And he thought he spiked it, and it ended up being a fumble.
Going to the flat here to McKendy again. Right, if you go to do that and it flies out of your hand, you're open hand.
Right, and he thinks, oh, I just spiked it. Like, he's
for Bryce Soley. 41 yards. Drifting towards that far post, and good. And Bryant will end a never-ending first half with a season-long field goal for Bryce Soley. Quick throw, outright, first down, and more. Derry down the sideline will score. Josh Derry, a 35-yard touchdown, but a flag is down.
Yeah, the receiver, they had what they wanted.
Monmouth's first series in the third quarter. Robertson looks Derry's way. Has him right at the stick, spins for the first. Tackled by Elliott.
The timing of Robertson and his passes are impeccable.
Right. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Ento, already with 2 touchdowns on the afternoon, driving towards the goal line and make it 3. Sone Ento. makes it 30. Caps off a 14-play, 93-yard drive. Monmouth takes over 5 minutes off the clock, but his first completion to Ruggieri was a good one. Showed a strong arm. Here he is again. Oh, the pocket collapsing around him. Spins initially out of trouble and then can't get away. Oh, and there's the celebration from Joe. It's close. Well, here's 3rd and long after the sack, and the pocket collapses again. Oh, and it was Johnson and...
You know, as you know, I've called European League of Football games as well, and you're seeing the homegrown talent.
A little trickeration here. Here's Nelson. And that is more good yardage, and Rodney Nelson untouched until he met the first down and out of bounds. Sone Ento checks in. Robertson's going to throw it out left towards the pylon and in. A touchdown to T.J. Spate. Second Robertson touchdown. This game opened late in the 3rd quarter. Calton's extra point is good, and with 1:08 remaining in the 3rd.
Defensively, they still match up well with Bryant, but offensively, you see the difference.
Deflected up in the air and intercepted. Oh, and you can see the celebration. Your dinner 7 days a week. Visit McClunes.com. First play of the 4th quarter. And here is Josh Derry, who keeps it going. And Derry inside the 10, dives towards the 5.
It's a great run by Josh.
Well, they check in Ento, who's already got 3 rushing touchdowns, and he'll add to his total. Ento scoring on the ground for the 4th time today.
It's insane when you really Markel Cockrell, the running back, 6 feet, 193, got his carry.
Here's Meyer, going to go downtown for Ruggieri. Nice throw and catch.
Yo, this was textbook. Mouth was wide open like, wow, this is great, and that's where they've struggled today.
Meyer, too tall and intercepted. Through the hands of his intended target. And let's go the other way now with Israel Clark-White. And Clark-White breaking through tackles. Over midfield. Stays on his feet. And he's brought down after a big run. And the interception.
Both as a runner.
And Monmouth has really leaned on that running game today. They're going to let Savino air it out. And he looks towards Spate. And it's a touchdown. Oh, Savino gets the touchdown.
And FIU looks to be a lot better than what people expected. They've won some games since then. So it's a great quality win for the Monmouth Hawks.
First down to Montez. So you're a top 25 voter.
Towson, Stoney, and Monmouth are all the same team, in my opinion.
It's into the end zone and a touchdown for Drew Montez. Please explain further.
Well, that's a great throw, number one, because he misread the coverage or whatnot. But to your point to your question about the playoffs, Monmouth can run the football, can throw the football. Their defense today played really well. We look at Stony Brook, I think their defense.
They're now winless in 3 CAA games. They were very competitive last week against Albany. Flag here, and you hope that now a 2nd and 3rd flag, and obviously this game well in hand. You don't want anything to happen on the field that gets it out of hand.
Well, he was frustrated. And you got 9 seconds left, so I would expect a kneel down here or not even run a play.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense number 18. This qualifies for a 10-second runoff. The game is over.